Now, scientists from 5 key agencies around the world have confirmed that 2020 was one of the hottest years ever and brought to an end the warmest decade yet recorded. Now, scientists from 5 key agencies around the world have confirmed that 2020 was one of the hottest years ever and brought to an end the warmest decade yet recorded. The UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres said that the findings showed the planet was on course for a catastrophic rise in temperatures this century. Here's our science editor, David Schuckman.
A desperate rescue in Indonesia after torrential rain triggered landslides earlier this week. And scientists say that even heavier downpours are likely in future as the world gets warmer. Wow. In some countries, hotter, drier conditions are on the cards. The wildfires that struck Australia last year are nothing new in themselves, but the more human activity releases the gases heating the atmosphere, the greater the risks of more violent conditions. And although the pandemic lockdowns have reduced traffic, they haven't made much difference to the carbon dioxide that keeps being added to the air.
Year on year, we're increasing the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. And notwithstanding the pandemic, we still increased the carbon dioxide levels in the atmosphere by over 2 parts per million last year. And as long as that continues to happen, we are putting our foot on the accelerator of climate warming.
Over the past 170 years, the average global temperature has been monitored by teams in Britain, America and other countries. And although it's varied year by year, the recent trend has been really dramatic as the planet has heated up. The result, the most recent decade was the hottest on record, and we're also getting closer to an increase of 1.5 degrees, an internationally agreed limit that climate scientists say would be dangerous to cross. The risk is more extremes the world over. This village in the Vale of Glamorgan was flooded over Christmas after the heaviest rainfall there for 70 years. And as temperatures rise, heat waves will become more common, like the one in the UK last summer. The Met Office says the latest records are part of a pattern.
2020, we're seeing temperatures that are yet again giving us one of the warmest years on record, despite some factors such as conditions in the tropical Pacific that in 2020 would have normally suppressed temperatures.
So will anything be done? Well, Joe Biden has promised that America will lead a big push to tackle climate change. And China, for the first time, has committed to going carbon neutral. Negotiations are due in Glasgow later this year. There's a lot at stake.